Hey everyone, I'm back again here with another video. This time I'm going to be doing a review. I haven't done a review in a while because I haven't had the time. I haven't really watched too much. I want to start doing more reviews because I think the last one I did was for Sniper, and before that, the last one I did was a while before that. But I seem to got a lot of views on Sniper. Not everyone, I did get some dislikes on it, which that's kind of the first video. I think probably just because that's one of my videos with the most views. Seemed to got a decent amount of dislikes on it, which I don't really know why. I mean, maybe it was just the quality of the video, or they just didn't agree with me. I'm not really sure, but I feel like it wasn't that offensive. But yeah, anyways, so we'll get into this review. So this is for Conan the Barbarian, the 2011 version with Jason Momoa. Now I did watch this. I finished it yesterday. I think it was yesterday, either yesterday or the day before. I don't remember, but I figured I'd talk about it. And if you're new to my reviews, well, I mean, I've only done like one or two in the last year, but these aren't like scripted or anything. I'm kind of just going off the cuff, so I'm not going to go like scene by scene or like talk about every plot point in the movie. It's just going to be me talking for a couple minutes about what I thought about it. I'm probably not won't get into specifics too much. But yeah, anyways, so I have seen the original Conan the Barbarian with Arnold. I don't really remember too much because it was like probably like 10, 15 years ago I seen it. I don't think I've ever seen the sequel, Conan the Destroyer. I might have, I don't remember. So going into this, I kind of just wanted to see it based on, I remember the trailers when it was coming out. It looked kind of cool. And then obviously now Jason Momoa's gotten pretty big. So I kind of just wanted to watch it. And I'm a fan of like the fantasy stuff. I've heard it wasn't great, but I just went in with an open mind. And what do I think of it? Well, right off the bat, I thought it was actually pretty good. It wasn't outstanding. I thought it was pretty good. So, Jason Momoa, I actually thought he did really well in it. The script, however, like his performance was, I thought, good. The script didn't really help his performance at all, though. Like, I feel like if it was a better script, his performance could have been elevated even further. Because his performance wasn't amazing. I feel like it was solid, especially for what they're going for. The girl in it, I forgot her name, but the main lead opposite of Jason Momoa, well, lead as in like the girl that's with him in the movie. By the way, I'm gonna try not to spoil too much. Well, I don't know if I should or not. I'm kind of up in the air whether I should do like full spoiler reviews, especially if it's a movie this old. I'm not sure yet. But anyways, I thought she did really well. I liked her character. My subtitles kept showing her saying like Conan every time she was in trouble, but I didn't actually hear it through the audio. So I wonder if like it was in the script, but then the director was like, "Well, she's saying Conan too much. We don't want her like every time she's in trouble just yell Conan for like whatever." But then she actually did do it one time, and I was like, "Oh, that's kind of funny actually." But it did seem weird though because I feel like she was in distress a lot of the movie, which I mean depends on how it's done, whether I like that or not. But by the end of the movie, I feel like she was kind of holding her own. She was fighting back. I shouldn't say not necessarily holding her own, but she was at least trying to fight back. She wasn't like completely like damsel in distress. But at the end of the movie, she kind of went back to that a little bit. But I mean, you kind of got to have him save the girl or whatever. I get it. But yeah, I really like Jason Momoa. Ron Perlman's in this, and honestly, his performance wasn't that great. I don't know. Like I just like Ron Perlman, so. Yeah, but his performance wasn't the greatest. But I still liked his character and kind of like what he did for Conan. The fighting in this movie was actually really cool. The editing was a little much at times, but for the most part, it was pretty solid action, fighting, choreography stuff. Conan did a few cool moves, and I could tell that he really did train for this. I mean, I looked it up too, so I know. But I could tell that like he really kind of knows what he's doing in a lot of the scenes because there's not too much like quick editing and not showing what's happening. The main bad guy, I feel like, was who plays him? Stephen Lang? Yeah, I think. He was okay. I like the performance was fine. The character though, I just feel like it was the motivations and everything. I don't know. It was pretty basic fantasy stuff, which I mean, I knew what I was getting into. I figured that's kind of what it was going to be, but I feel like they could have done a little bit more with that. Rose McGowan, I think, is her name, plays the kind of the bad guys. Is it? I don't really remember. Was it his daughter, or just some girl? I think it was his daughter, and then he was trying to insert his mother's soul or his wife's soul into his daughter. I don't know. That part I was a little unclear on. I know it was clear on what he was trying to do with his wife, getting his wife back. I just wasn't clear if that was his daughter or not. I don't know if it specifically ever said it or if I just missed it. I think it was his daughter. Either way, it's not super important, but yeah, I liked the use of a lot of the blood. There was a few things in the movie that were like CGI, but it didn't bother me too much. Well, I think a lot of the backgrounds I couldn't tell sometimes if they were real or if it was like put in like CGI or green screen or whatever. But I feel like the parts where I was like, that really looks like a green screen. I think that was like intentional for the look of the film though, the way the film was stylized. If not, it still looked cool the way it was, so it didn't bother me too much. So yeah, I mean, it wasn't. I can't really think of any other specifics to talk about. Oh, his friend, no, excuse me. His friend, I forgot his name. Yeah, his friend in the movie that he's with. It's only in a couple scenes, but like he ends up on the boat with at one point. I actually thought they could have did more with his character. I feel like he didn't do a whole lot in the movie. I feel like he could have been maybe part of the battle at the end. Maybe, I'm not sure. But yeah, I don't know. Overall, I enjoyed it. It was definitely better than. I don't know if it was better than I thought it was going to be, because I tend to enjoy these fantasy. I'm not exactly sure what the genre is. Fantasy? Is it fantasy? Action adventure fantasy kind of movies. Sword and sorcery, is that it? I'm not sure. Those kind of movies, I tend to enjoy those, like Game of Thrones, stuff like that, Lord of the Rings. So I feel like I would enjoy this more than people who aren't super into that kind of thing. Then again, I don't know really why you'd be watching this if you weren't into that. I don't know. But yeah. So I will give it 3.5 out of 5 stars. That's what I gave it on Letterboxd. So generally my ratings will be the same as Letterboxd unless I like change my mind, but I literally rated this yesterday on there, so that's what I'm going with, 3.5 out of 5. I feel like the movie's kind of a 3 out of 5, but my love of the genre bumps it up to 3.5, so 3.5 out of 5. So yeah, thank you guys for watching. See you guys in whatever my next video happens to be. Thank you.